What's up, everybody? So, while scrolling through the internet, actually, I just both of us hopped on Blue Sky and been trying that out. I've actually kind of been enjoying that a little bit. If you haven't checked it
Doesn't
out,
smell like a dumpster.
yeah, it's an alternative to Twitter. It's an alternative to Threads. A lot of people are not happy with Threads, but we came across a post that we thought we might want to look a little bit more into. And that post was this. Elon Musk's father, in an interview, discusses Elon's maternal grandparents who were Nazi Party members in Canada and supporters of Hitler, who later moved to South Africa due to their support and admiration of apartheid. We've been saying for such a long time that Elon Musk was a rich white kid who grew up in South Africa during apartheid, and at least one of his parents had family members with deep rooted ties into the whole Nazi thing when it was going on during, like the World War II era and such. And they actually
that
fled
whole thing.
Canada. They fled Canada. I think it was 1950. They ended up in went from Canada to South Africa to support, instead of supporting Nazis, they wanted to support apartheid instead.
They doubled down on it. Think about that.
Right,
They left
right.
after the World War II, Nazis became somewhat unpopular. And then they were like,
A
yo,
little bit.
this is like, we can get behind this. Let's go there now.
Right. This is right up our
That's
alley.
we understand this.
Right. So we looked a little bit more into it, and we ended up finding the interview with Elon Musk's father. And he talks about Elon's mom and her father and mother, and he verifies exactly what that post on Blue Sky says. So here's the video of that. Get more into it.
May was a slightly heavier built girl.
Okay.
And actually, what happened was we broke up when she was in final year, and no, wait a minute, when we were going out.
Yeah.
She still going out. I didn't get her parents, by the way, were very fanatical in favor of apartheid. This is quite interesting. Her parents came to South Africa from Canada because they sympathized with the Afrikaner government.
Okay.
They used to support Hitler and all that sort of stuff. But they didn't know, obviously, I don't think they knew what the Nazis were doing. But they in Canada, they were in the Nazi, they were in the German party in Canada, and they sympathized with the Germans.
Yeah.
So when the Afrikaners government came into power here in 1948, then May's father, who was quite an interesting guy, he was a very good pilot, he said he wants to be with the Afrikaners because he agrees with apartheid, you see.
Yeah.
The poor host is sitting there,
I know.
and this guy's telling him, because think about it, he's trying to blame, like, oh, this was not my parents, this was his mom's parents. He's trying to play the I have a black friend gut thing to this host.
Right.
But like,
so awkward.
It's interesting when you listen to him realize what he was saying, because at one point he's like, yeah, they were members of the Nazi party. They didn't know what was going on in Germany. They were in the German party in Canada. There's no German party in Canada. They were in the Canadian Nazi party, just like they were American Nazis. And when they went, hey, we like this whole torturing the shit out of people that are different than us, they decided to pack up from Canada, lovely country. So is South Africa. And but they went, at this point in time, South Africa has kind of Nazi stuff going on. Let's move there. Then they had an emerald mine in which they put poor people to work for pennies an hour to make them rich. It's almost like Elon Musk was raised around Nazi ideology. At the very least, it seems to have shaped who he is, what his beliefs are, because the guy doesn't take anything seriously, but he certainly doesn't take Nazis seriously. But his dad does, because his dad thinks there's some legacy to do, right? His son is going to save the world. He's got a destiny. Elon Musk's dad, Erroll, says his son is embracing his destiny and heritage as a white South African man after turning to the right. Could have left the word white out and it wouldn't have been so creepy and racist. The two, who were previously estranged, have reconnected over their shared support for Donald Trump. Erroll says he previously fell out with his son because it became a super lefty liberal. When you come from South Africa, lefties think you're a Nazi. To succeed, you need to be accepted by them. So my son, Elon, and younger brother Kimball, a hugely successful restaurateur, started to become these flaming liberals. That I think is an anti-gay one, turning away from South Africa and their roots, which included me. Or
So
do
what
you mean
happened?
the whiteness that you literally just said at the beginning of that statement?
Right. So what happened? I wonder if they did at first. There were these super leftist liberals. I still, honestly,
Well,
this
they were tech
all
bros. So the tech bros. So they were like, "Oh yeah, we're cool. We're the Steve Jobs liberal cool guy." I don't
it
believe
just
any
seems
billionaire is a liberal or a conservative. They're all just billionaires. He switched when he realized where the power is, and now his dad, they're best buddies again because his dad went, "Holy shit, my son became the president of the United States."
he hates, like, he blames the left for him having a trans daughter who he is
Oh, he
said
says
is
his son is
dead.
dead. He
Son
said
is
the
dead.
woke
Yeah.
mind virus killed his son. No, Elon,
Yes.
you're just a shit dad.
Yeah. Pretty much, and that's what we're dealing with. And he is in Donald Trump's ear nonstop. Yeah, can't apparently they can't get rid of him. He's still at
Yeah,
Mar-a-Lago.
he's
I don't
getting
know if
sick
he's
of him.
there at this moment, but he's been spending so much time there. He's like the guest that would leave.
He's the dork that everyone used to throw the dodgeballs at and pick last. And now that he got picked first, he's like, "Hey, we're friends." No,
Right.
Elon, you're not
Yeah,
friends with
they
Donald Trump. He's using you for
no.
your platform, guy.
Right.
But
See, that's what Elon doesn't understand, and nobody else seems to understand this concept either. But Donald Trump is loyal to nobody, at least not anybody in the United States. He's loyal to Putin because he's
P
never
tape,
once said anything bad about Putin. Yeah, because we still think there's P tapes
there's P
or
tape.
some
But
kind
no,
of
you're right.
tapes. So, but
Well,
Donald Trump is loyal to no one, but he expects absolute loyalty at all times, 100%
and the
of the
thing is,
time.
he'll get it from Elon because Elon.
Right.
What? Look, I'm not going to diagnose him. I don't know if he has developmental stuff, learning stuff. All I know is that he is not and has never seen the world as an adult. Elon Musk is clearly somewhere in him limited by something
Yeah.
to really assess what's going on. This is a guy that was jumping around on stage like he was being surprised with a trip to Disney World when he went on
Mhm.
stage with Donald Trump before the election. That's weird,
Right.
right? Like, I know that word seemed to have died down since we decided not to have Tim Walz as our vice president, but
I
they're weird as
know.
shit. That's weird. And
It
you know what's
really is.
worse? Even if the Nazi element isn't at play in Elon's development, let's pretend it isn't for a moment. He sure loves it on his platform.
Yeah, look what he did to Twitter.
Multiple pro-Nazi accounts have flourished under Elon Musk. An NBC News review identifies 150 verified premium. That means they're reviewed and given premium status accounts that have posted or amplified pro-Nazi content. Okay, here we go. NBC News found that at least 150 paid premium subscriber Twitter accounts and thousands of unpaid accounts have posted or amplified pro-Nazi content on Twitter in recent months, often in apparent violation of Twitter's rules. The paid accounts posting the content all consistently posted anti-Semitic or pro-Nazi material. Examples included praise of Nazi soldiers, sharing of certain symbols, and denials of the Holocaust. The pro-Nazi content is not confined to the fringes of the platform. During one 7-day period in March, hold on here, 7 of the most widely shared pro-Nazi posts on X accrued 4.5 million views in total. One post with 1.9 million views promoted a false and long debunked conspiracy theory that 6 million Jews did not die in the Holocaust. More than 5,300 verified and unverified accounts reshared that post, and other popular posts were reshared hundreds of times apiece. So
It's become an absolute dumpster fire.
the free speech that Elon is so hard fighting for while he's banning people that speak out against him. You're a Nazi. Go to Twitter. That's the best place for you because you don't want to hear reality. You don't want to hear science or logic or anything. You just want to be in an echo chamber. And that's all Twitter is now, is a Nazi cesspool echo chamber.
Well,
And
it's
he's doing
funny
nothing to
because
stop it.
you can tell there's some MAGA accounts, Nazi accounts starting to trickle their way over to Blue Sky and to Threads.
Are they trying to
And
be clever?
And usually my response is like they'll try to say something smart and be like, "I keep crying liberal." I'm like,
Yeah.
Should you be on Twitter with the rest of the fascists?
It's amazing because, like I said, if you want to pretend that Nazism didn't play a part in Elon's upbringing, fine. But it's not like liberals at this point are just calling the right Nazis. Actual Nazis are promoting Nazi shit on Twitter, and Elon Musk is doing everything he can to promote them. Why? Because his policy for his company that he bought and owns and runs has to verify accounts to give them premium status. So all of those accounts, someone looked at them, or an algorithm, and went, "Oh, that Nazi shit, that's okay. Whoa, you said DEI banned. You said trans lives matter banned. Oh, that's Nazi ridiculous stuff. Yeah, we got no proof of anything happening."
It used to be a decent platform, but it's turned into an absolute cesspool. It really has.
Well, it's just one of the other areas of jobs that are going to get killed because a lot of people use Twitter for a lot of income. That's dead. And now they're hoping other platforms can grow, but they don't care. They don't want content. They want propaganda. Elon Musk just wants people to cheer for him. So if Donald Trump can get a bunch of Nazis to join Elon Musk's platform, right? Because it was never about Truth Social. He just needed a place to rant. Okay. And then everyone that was in the Republican Party took what was on Truth Social and posted it on Twitter. So again, it's just an amplification of the Nazi message that Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and the Republicans have run on and won. The world now, besides just sitting by and laughing at Donald Trump and America for continuously licking Donald Trump's ass, they're now starting to refer to everyone involving Donald Trump and his group of people he's putting in power as Nazis. Because you know what? The world remembers what Nazis are. America,
especially Germany. Germany remembers, as this magazine would tell you. Der Spiegel, public enemy number 2. Elon owns powerful companies, rockets, satellites, and the network Twitter. Fuck X. Now, together with Donald Trump, he is targeting his greatest project, the undermining of liberal democracy. And how did Elon Musk, as the mature, richest man in the world, would respond? Like a douchebag, because he is one. Well, I did not see that coming. Those fools will gobble anything down. I bet their pronouns are he, Himmler. The richest man in the world. Now, possibly, if Trump doesn't dump him, I think they're going to have a massive fallout because he's already causing infighting. He's already overstaying.
He's going to be like, "Hey, guys, I don't like Donald Trump. I was just trying to get him to lose. It didn't work. Everyone come to me. I'm liberal."
Right. But you know what's going to happen is if Donald Trump burns Elon, man, Elon has the power and the money to burn everything to the ground.
Elon can cancel all those military contracts that are sunk into Elon's companies and just take them somewhere else. Think about that shit. Elon Musk is so rich and so powerful. He could ignore the multiple billions of dollars, if not trillions, of contracts with the United States government, take all of his something, and just go sell it all to China and Russia.
He could, if he wanted to. He really could. He has all that. I mean,
especially once he realizes the tariffs are going to screw up. No one's going to be buying Teslas at $100,000 a piece. Okay, that's not happening.
I mean, no. And I can't stand every time. Oh my god, I shake my head every time I see one on the road.
I saw 3 of those damn trucks in one day. 3.
Oh my god, they're so ugly, man. Stop wasting your money. We get it.
Because every idiot that buys it should be wasting their money. I hope it wastes them into the poorhouse.
Right.
Look, there is no one that has a Cybertruck that didn't vote for Donald Trump. We could just
I think it's had like 6 recalls just this year alone or some shit. Oh yeah, crazy number.
It's a garbage. It's an actual piece of trash.
Right, and it looks like a garbage bin, so it's appropriate. But yeah.
Garbage.
So Elon Musk and ties. Family ties to Nazism all over his social media platform, and him not taking it seriously when somebody straight up calls him one. He thinks it's a joke.
And he's not even just close now to power. He is power. He is going to be given power over your life. Just
So, and just to give you an idea of the type of people we're dealing with, I wanted to play this video, and this has nothing to do with Elon Musk, but this has everything to do with what you should expect. Women, basically anybody that doesn't think like these people. This is a video of the Christian nationalist pastor Joel Webbin, and just my jaw was on the floor when I watched this. But they're basically proud to be Nazis. They think if you're not being called one, you're not working hard enough. Oh,
Literally
my
their
God.
words.
The
His
times
words.
we live in, man. You voted for this. Remember, you voted for this. Because I know all MAGA is not for this shit, specifically the Nazi stuff, but you did vote for it. So when it comes down, don't come to us. You burn that bridge. Those
Hey,
you had
have
the
the
opportunity
guns.
to listen. Yeah.
You have the
had
guns, right? Protect yourself.
You had the opportunity to listen, and you didn't during the fuck around phase, and now that's over. So now we're in the find out phase. So here you go. This is what you will expect, especially since Project 2025 plans on making America a Christian nation, and they're running the show now.
If you are not being called a Nazi, then you are not pushing against the post-war consensus hard enough. You're not. If you're not being called a racist, then you probably at some level have given in to anti-white discrimination. At some level. You might not be doing it to the level of a Democrat, but at some level, you're probably doing that. If you're not being called anti-Semitic, then you are probably not pushing against Zionism, which is not biblical, right, not true to God's word, hard enough. If you're not being called a misogynist, then you are probably not teaching the clear principles of Scripture as it pertains to men and women.
Yeah, that's what we have to look forward to. A lot of people are going to suffer.
I'm not going to call them men because they're not. Those bigoted cowards are speaking directly to one of the largest demographics that screwed over American democracy in this recent election, young white men. Okay? Yep. That is the Andrew Tate, the Charlie Kirk, okay? All of these despicable, miserable, tiny, sad, little confused men. That's what's running our country. Those are the people that when some police say they won't and some military say they won't, those are the young men that are going to go, I will. I'll sign up. I'll kill whoever you tell me to. I'll round up whoever you want. You know why? Because look, Zionism is not biblical. Misogyny is part of the Bible. And if you're not being a Nazi, you're just an anti-white hate. You're a white hater, self-hating white hater.
God.
That's what we're getting. That's the indoctrination, not drag queens, Nazis.
Yep. Welcome to the new Nazi America, everybody. So all of us now have to deal with it, but we have to resist. We cannot just roll over and play dead on this.
Call it out.
There's too much at stake.
Point it out, call it out, and fucking mock it.
Yeah, please.
Shame it.
So that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you did enjoy this video, you could help us help our, we're trying to build our views and build our channel as fast as possible now. So we could use your help. If you could share this video on other platforms, that would be great. If you'd like to help out, you can become a channel member. You can also go to our GoFundMe page. So we're trying to upgrade our equipment. So if you'd like to donate towards that, that would be great as well. Other than that, we just appreciate all your support over the last year. We love you all. And like always, we will definitely talk to you soon.